Joe, our country is being destroyed as you and I sit up here and waste a lot of time on this debate. This shouldn't be a debate. He is the worst president. He just said about me because I said it. But look, he's the worst president in the history of our country. He's destroyed our country. Now, all of a sudden, he's trying to get a little tough on the border. He came out with a nothing deal, and it reduced it a little bit, like this much. It's insignificant. He wants open borders. He wants our country to either be destroyed or he wants to pick up those people as voters. And I don't think we just can't let it happen. If he wins this election, our country doesn't have a chance, not even a chance, of coming out of this rut. We probably won't have a country left anymore. That's how bad it is. He is the worst in history by far. Joe, our country is being destroyed as you and I sit up here and more people died under his administration, even though we had largely fixed it. More people died under his administration than our administration, and we were right in the middle of it, something which a lot of people don't like to talk about. But he had far more people dying in his administration.
Look it up or go online. 159 or 58, don't hold me the exact number, presidential historians, they've had meetings and they voted who was the worst president in American history, one through best to worst. They said he was the worst in all of American history.
Our veterans are on the street. They're dying because he doesn't care about our veterans. He doesn't care. He doesn't like the military at all. And he doesn't care about our veterans. Nobody been worse did it just because I approved it, which is crazy. But he has killed so many people at our border by allowing all of these people to come in. And it's a very sad day in America.
President Biden, you have the mic.
Every single thing he said is a lie. Every single one. For example, veterans are a hell of a lot better off since I passed the PACT Act. 1 million of them now have insurance, and their families have it. Their families have it because what happened, whether it was Agent Orange or burn pits, they're all being covered now. And his group opposed that. We're also in a situation where we have great respect for veterans. My son spent a year in Iraq, living next to one of those burn pits, came back with stage 4 glioblastoma. I was recently in France for D-Day, and I spoke all about those heroes that died. I went to the World War I cemetery he refused to go to. He was standing with his 4-star general, and he told me, he said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
President Trump?
First of all, that was a made-up quote, suckers and losers. They made it up. It was in a third-rate magazine that's failing, like many of these magazines. He made that up. He put it in commercials. We've notified him. We had 19 people that said I didn't say it. And think of this. Who would say I'm at a cemetery or I'm talking about our veterans? Because nobody's taken better care. I'm so glad this came up, and he brought it up. There's nobody that's taken better care of our soldiers than I have. To think that I would, in front of generals and others, say suckers and losers. We have 19 people that said it was never said by me. It was made up by him, just like Russia was made up, just like the 51 intelligence agents are made up, just like the new thing with the 16 economists are talking. It's the same thing. 51 intelligence agents said that the laptop was Russia disinformation. It wasn't. That came from his son, Hunter. It wasn't Russia disinformation. He made up the suckers and losers, so he should apologize to me right now.
The 4-star general standing to your side who was on your staff who said you said it, period. That's number one. And number two, the idea that I have to apologize to you for anything along the line. We've done more for veterans than any president has in American history. And they now are in their family. The only sacred obligation we have as a country is to care for our veterans when they come home and their families and equip them when they go to war. That's what we're doing. That's what the VA is doing now. They're doing more for veterans than ever before in our history.
And I'll tell you something. I wish he was a great president because I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be at one of my many places enjoying myself. I wouldn't be under indictment because I wouldn't have been his political opponent because he indicted me because I was his opponent. I wish he was a great president. I would rather have that. I wouldn't be here. I don't mind being here. The only reason I'm here is he's so bad as a president that I'm going to make America great again. We're going to make America great again. We're a failing nation right now. We're a seriously failing nation. And we're a failing nation because of him. His policies are so bad.
I also want to close with one message to the Democrat Party. End this farce that Joe Biden is going to be your nominee. We know he's not even the president of the United States. He's a puppet for the managerial class. So have the guts to step up and be honest about who you're actually going to put up so we can have an honest debate. Biden should step aside, end his candidacy now so we can see whether it's Newsom or Michelle Obama or whoever else.
All right,
just
Mr.
tell us the truth so we can have an honest debate.
Ambassador.
I never expected my wife to go out to work unless there was some absolute necessity. Now listen to this. My wife had more money sometime than me when we were growing up together. She would always want to buy me things. I refused. From a little boy now, I ain't but 15, 16, 17, I do not allow a woman to take care of me. My mother did that. I didn't marry a mother. You understand? This is my life companion. You're not my mama, so I don't call you, hey, mama. I ain't got but one of those. And if you're not my mama, then I don't call, hey, pretty mama. See, that's a little boy that's still looking for a mother. He don't really need a wife. He wants a mother to look after him, to take care of him. And this is what most of our marriages end up with, a mama. And that's why we use them nasty language, or that nasty language that we use, because the woman has never been treated as an equal sharer in this partnership. She's been treated like she's our mother that has to help to nurture and develop us. Brothers and sisters, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad never liked that. He didn't like that in a man. He never liked no man that couldn't stand up and be a man. See, there really is no excuse, man. In truth, I know it's hard out there. But when you got a wife and you got children, don't talk about it's hard, make a way. Because if you got the will, God will make a way. You will always be able to look after your wife and your children. Now, there was just something in me not to take nothing from a woman. Not that she can't buy me a gift, but I don't like a man that got money in his pocket and then spend his wife's money. That's not right, brother. Whatever a woman earns, she really helping you. Because it really is your duty, not hers. That's the fact. I found me a little place, and with my little money, I went and bought some wallpaper. Didn't know what I was doing, but I got up on the ladder. I had more paste on me than on the paper, but I was trying to work it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
People would come and look at us and say, "Them is bad people in bad shape." Well, that's all right. Two people can start off in bad shape, but they won't end up that way if they stay together and work as a team. You can do what you will, but you must stay together and fight to overcome the thing that would tear you asunder and destroy something that has the potential for tremendous beauty.